speak on it, but if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it.
Well,
I don't know.
it's just all, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No paternity test. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul.
Recently, things have been getting extremely chaotic between Chrisean Rock and Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer. She's been publicly accusing him of owing her money and even throwing around some heavy threats. Now, word around Hollywood is that Lemuel might be done staying silent. The rumor mill says he's ready to expose something much darker than unpaid checks. Something people online are trying to connect to the tragedy involving her ex, Ronnie Doe, whose death has sparked non-stop speculation. But before diving into the Zeus drama, we have to rewind to the night everything first unfolded. On February 3rd, 2025, around 7:10 p.m., officers responded to reports of multiple gunshots in a quiet neighborhood in southern Maryland, the kind of area where most people stay indoors after dark. Police arrived and found a man outside a home on the 1700 block, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was rushed to the University of Maryland in Baltimore, but sadly passed a short time later. The victim was identified as 24-year-old Chrisean Ronnie McKay, a young man from Severn, Maryland, and someone whose name had already been circulating online because of past ties to Chrisean. The moment his identity was confirmed, social media took off, with people resurfacing old photos, past drama, and complicated history. The Anne Arundel County Homicide Unit took over immediately. Detectives collected evidence, interviewed witnesses, and reviewed surveillance footage. Early findings suggested this did not appear to be random, and that instantly fueled countless rumors. Now, with Lemuel rumored to be preparing to speak up, the online conversation is getting even more heated. The last thing Chrisean needs is another public figure adding to speculation that already has the internet on fire.
Police have tapped the phone of Quell, who is the friend of Chrisean, a very close friend of Chrisean's, a friend that would do anything for her. He is gang related from what is being stated in the streets, and the police have viewed him as a number one suspect besides Chrisean. I do feel that Chrisean is a suspect, but until they have further proof or evidence that she's involved, there's not much that they can do until then.
There has been one recent update. A witness reported seeing a suspicious car slowly circling the neighborhood earlier that day, almost like someone was watching and waiting. Another witness told investigators that Ronnie was alone when the shots were fired, which only added to speculation that the situation may have been targeted. What confuses people is that police haven't released any details about the vehicle. No color, no model, nothing. For a case involving a drive-by, that silence is unusual. So the internet has been questioning what's being held back. Witnesses also claim there were multiple people inside the car. But so far, no one has been identified publicly, and investigators aren't releasing fresh details. When police remain this tight-lipped, it usually means something sensitive is happening behind the scenes. Right now, the case remains open. The individuals responsible have not been named. Police say tips have come in, but they're keeping everything sealed until the investigation is complete. Meanwhile, online commentators are frustrated, claiming police aren't doing enough. But sources suggest the investigation is actually more active than people realize. Rumors began spreading that investigators may have tapped the phone of a man known as Quell, someone people online say has been around Chrisean's circle. None of this has been confirmed officially, but the rumor alone was enough to make social media explode.
Thank you for calling Natera. This is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate a DNA non-invasive prenatal paternity test case number.
Yeah, what's the case number I can help you out with?
The case number is 3821221.
Can you confirm the patient's name and date of birth?
Yes, Chrisean Malone.
not what pops up for me.
I mean, the mother is Chrisean Malone. Do you need the date of birth as well?
People online started whispering about why his name was brought up. According to rumor, police questioned him more than once, but he denied knowing anything and was eventually released. Shortly after, he posted a video insisting he had nothing to do with the situation. He claimed online creators dragged his name into the mess, which caused police to look into him. But that explanation didn't sit well with everyone. Because if social media speculation alone was enough for police to tap phones, many wondered why the same thing wouldn't happen to Chrisean, since people online constantly mention her name as well. The truth is, none of these online theories have been confirmed, but people keep speculating anyway.
Yeah, the case number you gave me didn't match that patient.
So case number 3821221 does not match a Chrisean Eugene Malone, born on March the 14th, 2000.
No.
What about a Jonathan Porter?
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was a blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No. Completely different year, actually.
All right, thank you.
Ronnie's mother has stayed quiet since the funeral. The only thing she posted was, "Y'all really unlived my son," alongside a video playing music associated with someone who has had tension with Chrisean. The internet immediately started dissecting that post, trying to read between the lines. Back in December 2024, Ronnie reportedly approached Chrisean at a mall while she was with her child, trying to hand her documents related to a DNA request. What should have been a simple conversation escalated quickly. She ended up calling the police, saying she didn't know him. That moment happened just weeks before his death, and the internet hasn't stopped bringing it up. A GoFundMe raised about $16,000 for his funeral. Some people questioned why Chrisean didn't contribute or attend, but others said she simply wanted distance from the situation. As always, the internet filled in gaps with its own theories.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me you're the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not excluded.
You're the father, nigga.
The biggest topic that keeps resurfacing is the paternity drama. A lot of people believe that Chrisean wanted the world to think Blueface was the father, especially during their show Crazy in Love. On the show, she held up what she said was a DNA document, but when viewers examined the case number, it didn't match either of their names. Someone even contacted the testing department, and the recording confirmed the number belonged to a completely different couple. That led viewers to believe the paperwork shown on TV may not have been authentic. This doesn't mean Chrisean forged anything. Many believe producers may have staged or edited material to shape a storyline. Zeus has a reputation for boosting drama, but the moment the internet noticed inconsistencies, everything blew up again. If that test wasn't real, and if Blueface isn't the biological father, the only other person the internet keeps mentioning is Ronnie, which is exactly why people connected the timing of his DNA request to the events that followed. Chrisean's sister even said a DNA test involving Ronnie was planned before everything went left, and that only intensified speculation.
So the other day, I saw this girl calling the Steve Wilkos show, Chrisean, Rock, and Blueface, and she was like, "You got to have him on your show." And I responded to the comment, "I don't know who these people are." And I've never left a comment on anything where I got just unbelievable.
Old posts from Chrisean resurfaced where she wrote cryptic statements like, "Everyone who tries to speak on my son always ends up losing their life." Even though the post wasn't directed at anyone specific, the internet dissected every word. She also mentioned, first it was his daddy, then it was my ex, now look what happened. These were emotional posts, not accusations, but the timing made them go viral and added fuel to the fire. People online treat these posts like puzzle pieces, even though there is no confirmed link between her statements and anything that happened.
This is for Steve Wilkos, bro. I did not call you. I got 12 siblings. I don't talk to not one sibling but Petey, my little brother. Nobody called you, sir. We all sound alike.
Old posts from Chrisean resurfaced where she wrote cryptic statements like, "Everyone who tries to speak on my son always ends up losing their life." Even though the post wasn't directed at anyone specific, the internet dissected every word. She also mentioned, "First it was his daddy, then it was my ex. Now look what happened." These were emotional posts, not accusations, but the timing made them go viral and added fuel to fire. People online treat these posts like puzzle pieces, even though there is no confirmed link between her statements and anything that happened.